Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods Volcano Block. It's been a little while since I've been on here, to be fair. I did just spend probably about an hour automating all of these things right here. So we have got dust, sand, gravel. This one here is soul sand. I've set up this thing over here. So do you remember I had like the barrel in the middle and then it was pulling out of the barrel and putting soul sand in and all of that? I just expanded it slightly. I could probably expand this a bit more if I'm honest, but I think 5's good enough for now. And the way that this is working is I've got cobble from this cobble gen going in to this first crushing factory, and then after that it's obviously going down into this crushing factory, and then that's being pushed down into this barrel, and then it's also being pushed out the sides. So you can see right there, it like clunk in there. And then when it becomes soul sand, they all get pulled out and put into this barrel. I've got a modular router right here, which is pulling from that barrel and pushing into here. Yeah, it seems to be going all right. These two are a little different. So I've set this one up over here. So it's taking our redstone and our glowstone, which I'm actually out of right now, but that's fine. Yeah, it's taking the glowstone and it's putting the glowstone down here, turning it into, what is it? Endstone, and then the endstone is being sent over to the draw controller, and that is linked to these two drawers right here. So the netherrack, which is coming out the other one with the redstone, is going in here, and that's being crushed. I've actually got quite a bit of redstone, so it is currently just going through. I think I'm getting more redstone than I'm using, but I'm not getting more glowstone than I'm using, so I should really look into a better way of doing endstone. I really don't want to do this, but obviously we're gonna have to at some point. Endstone. The only real good way that I can think of, other than getting into hostile neural networks soon, which we should do. In fact, that might be what we do instead of this, which is making some end essence. I don't really want to do this, if I'm honest, but I know that the phytogenic insulators are ridiculous in this pack because there's all of the upgrades that you can get for the phytos. So we got the integral components, and they go all the way up to this one here, which is like a ×12 scale factor. So it's stupid quick. I don't know how you get these. You probably get it from some weird way. There we go. You need nether star for that. Well, that's fine. I'm sure we can figure out a good way of getting nether stars at some point. All of this looks really easy to make. Even that one looks kind of easy to make because we can get chorus fruit quite easy from, funny enough, the phytos. You get a chorus fruit out of it. So that looks pretty easy. We're getting a shed ton of amethyst shards right there. And yeah, we got loads of gold, so that's easy enough. What about this prismarine? So it's prismarine and prismarine crystals. Now, are we getting prismarine from sieving? Looks like we are. And we're getting prismarine crystals from sieving. So that one looks easy enough to do as well. I mean, all of these look proper easy to do. I think you don't even need this one. Yeah, you don't need the draconic integral component, which used to be the best in All the Mods 8. I don't know if they've updated All the Mods 8 to include this. I hope they haven't. I mean, I wish they didn't add this one into All the Mods 8 if I'm honest, but anyway. Yeah, these ones look really easy to make. I think if we're going to do anything with mystical, we might as well make it as broken as it can be, right? Now, there is the farms that you can make using like the supremium scythes and stuff. I think Jeremy in the chat right now, he just set up his mystical farm using the scythe and modular routers and all of that. But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it with the phytos because they're just ridiculous. So I think that's what we're going to do. I think today might be a phyto day. Now, before I do anything, I do want to kind of get this controller. I might move this if I'm honest, because it's not really in the best place. The only thing that I would need to do is like grab these two modular routers and move them somewhere else. Also, I've got a ridiculous amount of oak logs, and that's with no upgrades whatsoever. So, I think the plan I've got is to set some auto-crafting up. Because if we can auto-craft all of the integral components, which should be easy enough to do. Like the hardened one is super easy, you just need some invar and stuff. But if we can automate all of these and automate phytogenic insulators, so these things, and also automate phytogrow, which doesn't look that bad, if I'm honest, because we could use probably this recipe, because we're getting an absolute shed ton of appetite as well. Where are we going to get niter from? I'm convinced that you get niter. Oh, what about niter dust? I'm convinced you get this from sieving or something, right? Ah, maybe not. Ah, okay, well, we could always do the sand thing to get it. 15% chance, and it's boostable. Okay, wow. Anyway, we can figure out a recipe for this. I mean, this recipe might. Okay, it's not as easy. It's not as easy as you think to get these things. I bet you niter doesn't have a mystical recipe. Interesting. That might make it a little bit more difficult for people. Well, what about the dust? I bet the dust has got a mystical recipe. Oh my god, there it is. Oh, it doesn't. Interesting. This one's really good because it gives you like 3 instead of 1 when you like do the thing. So anyway, let's crack into actually auto-crafting. I don't think I've done any auto-crafts yet, actually, thinking about it. So we are going to need some pattern providers. There's not that mod, the extended mod. What about this one? That one doesn't look that bad. Okay, we are going to need 5 pattern providers to begin with, because I'm going to set up the auto-crafting for all of the bits from Applied Energistics. I think that's probably a good idea, right? So if we do that one, and then inscriber. Yeah, so the reason we need 5 is because you need 1 for each of the plates, and then 1 on its own. That's how I'm going to do it, at least. And it won't be quick to begin with, it'll be decent. Let's just say that. Okay, here we go. This is what I've got set up. I actually put a cable anchor right here, and that means that the pattern providers won't connect to this cable right there. So right now, all of these right here are connected via the controller. These don't actually take up a channel. Now, I can't remember if we actually put channels on or not on the server. So I'm going to assume that we don't have channels. Or no, we do have channels. Yeah, I'm assuming that we didn't turn it off, if you know what I mean. So the way that I did this was easy enough, right? You just put a pattern provider on top of each of the advanced inscribers. I've got a pattern encoding terminal right here, and all you do is if I wanted to do the printed logic right there, you do one of those, and you remove the press, because the press is already going to be in there. So you see the press is there? So in this situation, we want the pattern to be 1 gold equals 1 printed logic circuit. Because if you put a gold in here, you'll get a printed logic circuit out, right? So that was the whole plan, is do it all like that. And then the final one over here, because there's no like plates or anything, or whatever, what are these called? Presses. There's no presses in here. This is going to be for the silicon, whatever the circuit is, and redstone to go in. So if we look at this, calculation is printed calculation circuit, redstone dust, and printed silicon. And they should go in the correct slot. I think these are really smart. I also noticed as well, when this was just here on its own without any pattern providers or anything like that, it put into the system. So I wasn't even, there's no importer or a pattern provider for it to put into the system. It was literally just touching the controller, and it still put into the system, which is kind of insane if you think about it. These are filling up a little bit, which is a bit worrying. I think that's probably because of the wood that's coming in, because we do have quite a lot of oak log. I should put this in a drawer somewhere. and then have it connected via the drawer, and that way it's not in the discs. Anyway, so now what we can do is we can actually like order any of these things. So if, for example, I wanted to order this, I've already got a load of logic. Okay. Oh, I know what I want to do. How do you spell it? Acceleration? Ah, there you go. It's 2 C's. Nice. So if I bookmark this, I have some calculation because I made some. I need to get a bunch of diamonds for this, which is fine. I do need to set this up at some point, put the storage controller, or maybe even use the extender, storage extender. Put that somewhere where this can connect, and then have an external storage on it, so that way I have access to all of this stuff in my system. But okay, 2 stacks, that'll do us for now. I'm not going to do that yet. I don't know, can't be asked right now. So we need 5 of these per one of these. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 25 we need. So that is 26. Yeah, 20. Ah, I made just the right amount of calculate. I did not mean to do that. Happy that I did though. And then Fluix crystals. It's the best way to do that. Charged Certus, redstone, and nether quartz. Or we could use the dust, but I'm not going to use the dust. Charged Certus, redstone, quartz. And we need some sort of water, so I might, for now, just do that. Grab a bucket of water. I already had one, funny enough. Stick it right there. And then we just wang all of these in the water. Step back a little bit. And they'll just all pop into some Fluix crystals. Perfect. So we need to do that. There you go, there's 26. So I should be able to just shift click all of these in. I believe this does increase the amount of power this uses, but we've already got a ridiculous amount of power, so it doesn't really matter. Pick that up, put that back down. And now it should be super quick to get like all of the bits for this. So if, for example, we want to make a pattern provider, oh, I do need to set up all the recipes for these as well. Now, I did see pattern provider. So there is the mega pattern provider, which might be a good one to like start off with, if you know what I mean. I think that's probably a good idea. So the mega pattern provider is basically 2 pattern providers in one block because it has a second row. Oh, yeah, it's why do I always do this? And we're back. Brilliant. So anyway, what was I saying? All of these should be really quick now, so we should be able to do that. And I need to make some... Oh, I've already forgotten their name. Applied... these things. Need some molecular assemblers. So our first... I'm going to get rid of all of these. Our first thing that we're going to want to like autocraft is probably quartz glass, formation, and annihilation. Probably crafting table as well. And then we also want to do all of the stuff for the pattern provider, which I think that's everything for the pattern provider as well. Oh, we need the pattern provider as well. So we want to also craft the pattern provider and the molecular assembler, basically. And then there is also this one. So we also want to... Vibrant quartz glass. Is that just quartz? Okay, vibrant quartz glass. So we also want vibrant quartz glass for the mega. Yeah. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 8 autocrafts right there. And we're going to try and get to mega straight away. But I think that's probably a good idea. So we need to make a molecular assembler and a pattern provider first, right? So let's get some formation cores and some annihilation cores. And the nice thing is you can make 1 molecular assembler and 1 pattern provider if you have the crafting tables for it, with like 1 set of each. So now this is gonna... I want to do it on this side. But I put that there. That's annoying. How do we do this? Suppose we can just put it there. And then put the pattern provider there for now. Okay, that'll do us. So this pattern provider is online, so now we can do some more patterns. So the first one we want to do, I'm going to do Annihilation Core first. Oh, we need patterns as well. So where is that? Okay. Pattern. Ah, we actually need some patterns first. Okay. Now, I've got a bit of an issue, which is all of my glowstone is being sucked up and turned into some, some of the end stone over there right now. So let's change this to redstone high. That's basically saying don't do anything if you get... Well, it's not going to pull from here, it's not going to push down, it's not going to do anything right now until we give it a redstone signal. So, yeah, now I have to wait for some of the glowstone to come in. I should probably speed these up as well. I took all of the upgrades out of these because I didn't think that my one... Oh, hello, prosperity shards. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, I need some upgrades. I made a bunch of these copper upgrades, by the way, because I knew that we were going to get, like, a few of these are going to get full up at some point. Might as well just chuck one on a bunch of these. That one's nearly full again. Oh, no, it's not, because it goes up to 16,000 when you put one of these in. That's nearly full. That one there is... No, that one already had an upgrade, okay. Fine, okay, we can leave that now. That should be okay to start chucking a bunch of stuff in. Never mind, one of these is full. That one's full. That might get full as well at some point. Okay, that's empty, that's empty, that's emptying. That's emptying. Oh, I should mention as well that we don't really need this setup right here, because the whole reason that I wanted this setup is because of the Certus quartz that we've got right here. I didn't see this before. Was this in? But it says right here with the netherite mesh, you can get the Certus quartz. I didn't realise that was a thing. Did they just add that? I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, so I'm not going to even bother with the skystone. I don't know why they would add that. I think it's probably better to not add that and then make people use the skystone, but I don't know. Anyway, what were we doing? Ah, there we go. Yeah, I needed some glowstone. I will link these up at some point, I swear. So if we do some of... I'll tell you what, let's just make like 12 patterns. So we need one for patterns, classic. Stick that in here. We need one for quartz glass, definitely. So maybe quartz glass should go first. And then that's that one done. We need the formation core. We've got the annihilation core. Crafting table. We might have to do wood as well. Substitution disabled. Okay, I'm going to put that one back in and turn that one on. So that means any planks that we get that can turn into a crafting table will be used in the craft. Then we're going to do wrong one. We're going to do pattern provider, or yeah, this pattern provider, vibrant quartz glass, and then finally the mega pattern provider. And that should fill everything up. And now can we do mega pattern provider? No crafting CPUs. Ah, yeah, I did forget about that. Okay, so crafting CP. I think I could just use a regular one of these, you know. Oh, we can't even autocraft because I haven't got any of these yet. Okay, so we need calculation. at applied. Okay, I've already got 2 of these. Perfect. 1, 2, redstone, 1, 2. Stick that in here. They're super quick. Perfect. I didn't bookmark the CPU, damn it. Crafting unit is what it's called. Okay. So we're just going to go for probably a 1k to begin with, right? So we can do that one. A 1k is literally just a 1k. What is it to get a 4k, just out of interest? So we need 3 of those and a crafting... Okay, we'll just do one. A 1k for now. And I don't think I need a crafting coprocessor, or whatever it's called, to begin with. No. Start. So that's going to go off and do all of these, and then it does all the different recipes, and there we go. We got ourselves the mega pattern provider. So we're going to break that. It's going to spit out all of the patterns, and then we can stick all the patterns back in. So which ones? Okay, that one, that one. It doesn't. Damn it! It stole it. Yeah, it put it in the return inventory instead of in here. Why can I not put? Do I have to put mega patterns in this? What is this? This from mega cells. Where's the patterns? Whoa, hello. What's that? Supports processing patterns only. Oh, you're a bumhole. Why has it done that? I didn't realise that. That's fine. We don't need that. We can put this back down, and we can put all of these back in. Doesn't matter what order they're in or anything like that. We can use this for something like one of the machines that we need more than 9 things on, if you know what I mean. Cool. Okay. Well, at least we've got that one auto-crafted, I suppose. I'm also going to do... So I need some molecular... I'm going to probably make like as many of these as I can. I like having a big buffer of these pattern providers with molecular assemblers around them. So a lot of people... I'm going to use this area, I think. A lot of people did mention that I should definitely build my mob farm like away from lava, otherwise the lava will make it catch fire, because the dreadful dirt that we're going to use for the mob farm, it will catch fire if it has like anything bright near it, and we have to do it quite a ways away because of the feral flare lanterns as well, right? So yeah, that's going to be a bummer. But anyway, I'm going to try and make like molecular... Where's the molecular assembler recipe? Did I not make that? Oh, silly. Okay, let's do that recipe as well then. There you go, that's 9 recipes already done. So we can make... How many are we going to need, do you reckon? 64? I'm missing oak planks and iron. That's fine. We can get iron and oak planks, easy enough. Ah, okay. Doing 64 of these, it uses more bytes than we have. So, because we've only got 1k, I wonder if it's worth swapping this to be in a yeah, okay, I'm going to leave it up there so we can make a 4k, for example. 1k. 1, 2. So that's going to go off and craft that for us. Perfect. We should be able to rip this one out. So if you just shift... Nope, that's not it. Is it shift and then... Oh, shift right click? Yeah, there we go. In the air. So that turns that into a 4K, and then we've got a 4K unit. Now we should be able to do molecular 64. Go! Another nice thing we can do... Oh, we can't do it right now because... Well, we can take this one acceleration card. Stick the acceleration card in the molecular assembler. There we go. That didn't take too long whatsoever. I'm actually going to make 2 more because each one of these... So we do this. No, that's 5. I meant to do 6, like that. So each pattern provider we have can take 6 of these molecular assemblers around it. So we can put a molecular assembler on top, and it can, well, in this instance, we could do the quartz glass and the crafting table at the same time, because it will do the quartz glass in this one and the crafting table in the one above it. So there's 6 sides to a cube, meaning that we can have 6 on each, which is why I've got 11. I should make 11 pattern providers, basically. Pattern providers. There you go. That's going to go off and make us 11. Okay, I did a thing. First off, I expanded my ME controller, so it's now like 3. So it's like this level, that level, that level. So you can do that. I am just going to block this up. I've got a cable that's going all the way around, and there is the controller extension. So this is really useful. All I did was I linked it to our original controller. I think this is the furthest away it can be. I didn't actually try the furthest away, but yeah. Then I got a cable going off that, and then it's going around through the lava and everything. And that is feeding into this. There's a storage controller. No. Storage bus, I think it's called. Storage bus, yeah. I also made a magnet. So I've got this magnet, the charm one, because it doesn't use like FE or anything. And I don't have any like anything charging me right now. I actually moved this over there for a little while, so where that is, and I finally did this. I made a elevator to get up here, so I can actually get on my roof now. I originally put the elevator over by just over here. I think it was right here at first, going up. But then, yeah, I don't know. I prefer it over here because everything's already set up and I can be asked to move everything. If that's a bad excuse, right? But that's kind of what I went for. Anyway, this means that we've now got access to everything in our drawer system. So if we open this up, oh, I moved this since, right? So I need to sort by items and then order by descending. There we go. So now we've got access to like the uranium and osmium, all of that gubbins that we've got. Now, I was going to set up all of the pattern providers and molecular assemblers over there. I even set them up and then I ripped them back down because it's too far. I might just do it behind. I might do it here. Just for now, at least. I set up all of the crafting recipes as well for like the cables and things. In fact, I might actually swap this cable that's under here for like the bigger cable. And then just have one tiny cable coming off of it for the controller extension we've got right there. So for the molecular assemblers and the pattern providers, you could do it like this. Technically, if you do this, then this one is shared between the two of them. But this just allows like 6 patterns to be crafted at the exact same time from one pattern provider. This would be 11 patterns because obviously there's only 11 molecular assemblers right here, so that kind of makes sense to me. So, I think this might be... We might be coming to the time where I call it an episode, but yeah, I think behind here is where we're going to set up all of the recipes that we're going to need for making ourselves the phyto... Yeah, all of the phytos and all of the like upgrades for the phytos. Except we don't have a nether star yet, so I'm going to do everything but the nether star one, if you know what I mean. I think that's probably a good idea. But I'm going to do that one next episode, and we'll build that together. So, thank you for watching, thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.